Today's news. Defense Committee founded for young political prisoners. Soldier's death remains a mystery to his family. Roundtable on South Azerbaijani National Awakening Movement. Berlin School of Journalism offers opportunity for Azerbaijani journalists.
At a press conference at the Institute for Reporters' Freedom and Safety today, 11 youth organizations announced their plan to work together to provide unified defense for the rights of the recently arrested youth activists. With this aim, they have founded the Public Rights Defense Committee for the Rights of Young Political Prisoners. The Youth Committee of Azerbaijan Popular Front Party, Musavat Party, Azerbaijan Democratic Party, Party of Hope, Civil Solidarity Party, Free Youth, and 10th of December organizations, the Human Rights Club, Youth Club, NIDA Movement, Defense Committee for Bakhtiar Hajiyev's Rights are all involved. Membership is open to all interested parties, said Committee Executive Coordinator Rasul Jafarov. Jafarov said that the committee will use all available legal means to defend the imprisoned youths. We'll start with support letters and a petition. We'll file an appeal to the PACE summer session. In addition, we'll send letters to all PACE members and the Council of Europe's Special Envoy for the Media. Will demand airtime from public TV to speak about these arrests. The committee should also address illegal arrests in the regions as well as in Baku. Regional youth should also be involved in this process, said Rayo Abbasov, head of the Defense Committee for Bakhtiar Hajiyev's Rights. The committee will start its activity by defending youth victims of political arrests Jabbar Savalanlı, Bakhtiar Hajiyev, Tural Abbasli, Ahad Mamadli, Elnur Majidli, Rufat Hajabayli, Elnur Israfilov, Ulvi Guliev and Ruslan Bashirli. I want an objective and fair investigation into the death of my son. This was the gist of today's press conference at the office of the Institute for Reporters' Freedom and Safety, held by the soldier's father, Ali Karambayli. His son, Elchin Karambayli, who served at Murovdagh military post, died on April 20th. According to his father, he fell ill on April 2nd, and then gangrene appeared on his toes. But he was not released from his post or hospitalized until April 20th. His father also said that on his back, eyes, hands and other body parts, Elchin had some strange spots like bruising. The final report of the examination held in a military hospital in Ganja will be released in approximately 3 weeks. After Karambayli's death, the military prosecutor of Ganja instituted criminal proceedings under Article 342.2, negligence in the service. I met with the commander of Shamkir Corps, General Rovshan Akbarov, and with the commander of the unit where my son served. Both expressed their deep regret at what had happened and were very concerned, Ali Karambayli said. He also met with the sergeant who was the senior guard at the post where Elchin served. The sergeant could not even tell me the name of the medication and ointments with which he supposedly treated Elchin. One soldier from the same post told me that they were bringing my son down from the mountain on April 20th. They treated him not as a living person or a patient, but as a corpse. Elchin was in a coma at the time. They carried him on horseback, often simply rolling him down the hill. Elchin was drafted into the army through the recruiting office of Baku's Narimanov district on October 1st last year. 3 months after the beginning of his service, on January 3rd, he was sent to one of the posts on Murovdagh in the high mountains of the Lesser Caucasus. Maybe my son's death will serve as an example, and no more young soldiers will die unnecessarily, said the grieving father. A group of youths held a roundtable today at the Ataturk Center to mark the 5th anniversary of the People's Movement launched in southern Azerbaijan in a response to insults made about Azerbaijanis in an official Iranian newspaper. Political expert Niaz Gara described the 2006 movement as part of the national freedom movement in South Azerbaijan, accusing the Iranian regime of rejecting the presence of Azerbaijanis in the northwest part of Iran. Political expert Taleh Aliyev brought up the Arab and Middle Eastern revolutions this spring, and described the current period as signaling the end of authoritarian regimes, suggesting that Iran's political regime is also approaching its end. Other speakers also expressed hope for the continuation and victory of the national freedom movement in southern Azerbaijan. On May 20th, the Azerbaijan Press Council held a roundtable with the Berlin School of Journalism professor Clemens Scholl. The head of the Azerbaijan Press Council, Aflatun Amashov, said that one of the council's priorities is to bring international media practices to Azerbaijan. The Press Council has been in touch with international media institutions and agencies, learning from their experiences in order to prepare journalists and improve their professional work. Clemens Scholl presented information about a project being run by the Berlin School of Journalism, Media as a Mediator Among Nations. As part of this project, selected Central and Eastern European journalists are invited to Berlin for 3 months. They will spend 2 months working at a German media agency as part of an exchange of experience. One of the main conditions is knowledge of the German language. We will give preference to 25 to 35-year-old professional journalists. The project has been going since 2003, and so far more than 140 have attended the program. The program is being financed by the Robert Bosch Fund.